Without further ado, let me introduce somebody who probably needs no introduction. Flau'Jae Johnson, an incredible basketball player, rapper, recording artist, and entrepreneur. Flau'Jae, come on up.
Hi, everyone. How are y'all doing today?
Woo! What an incredible way to kick off Cannes, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's beautiful here. This is the most beautiful place I've seen.
And it's celebrating women's sports, which is near and dear to both of our hearts. I wanted to start off with the thing I'm the most excited about, which is your collab with Lil Wayne.
Yes.
Huge. Flau'Jae, walk us through what that collaboration is. How did you get to know Lil Wayne? Are you guys friends?
I would like to say I wished him a happy Father's Day yesterday, and he said some kind words about my father, who has passed. But yeah, he's a good guy. And the craziest part of how this whole Lil Wayne collaboration came about was Sue Bird, and the fact that she's a basketball legend. And she threw me the alley-oop for Wayne to do the verse. So what happened was right after we won the national championship in LSU 2022, 2023, go Tigers, we have a Tiger in the house.
Woo.
She was on ESPN with Lil Wayne. And she said, so Lil Wayne, when is this collaboration happening with Flau'Jae? And he was like, okay, yeah, we're going to make that happen. We got to do it. And he stood on his word, and we got the track done, and it's amazing, and it's coming out on my new project, Best of Both Worlds, which is dropping June 28th. So, Sue Bird, give a hand up for Sue Bird. Let's do that. I love you, Sue.
Any teasers you can give us about what the music video is going to look like?
Oh, man, it's definitely going to be LSU. That's all I can really say. He's from Louisiana. I go to LSU, and when you go to college, it's like you become a part of the whole. Like I'm dying a Tiger. I'll tell you that. And so I really want to make it LSU themed and just give something for Louisiana to hold on to.
Totally. Okay, so let's back up then to LSU. Flau'Jae, walk us through your story. How did you go from being an athlete, then focusing on basketball, then doing this recording career? Give us the trajectory.
Absolutely. Well, I've been doing music and basketball since as long as I can remember. I had my first performance at 7 years old. My father was a rapper. His name was Camouflage, and he died before he was murdered before I was born in my hometown, Savannah, Georgia. So he was murdered in May, and I was born in November. And ever since I grew up learning that he was a rapper, it was like, no, that's what I want to do. I want to be just like my dad. And I actually just kind of kept working on it and got good at it. And it was something that I felt like was in my blood, honestly. But I've always had a love for basketball. Basketball was always something that I could escape with and get away. And so I've been doing all of those. And then I went on The Rap Game with Jermaine Dupri, which was a TV show when I was a child. And then right after that, America's Got Talent called. And I ended up going on that show, telling my story, getting the golden buzzer, and that's when I knew, like, Simon Cowell, he came to the back and was like, you're going to be a superstar. And I was like, whoa, like, I could do music for real, Ma. Like, I was so happy. And then, the music is like a roller coaster, up and down. You get hot streaks, you get down. And so I was like, Ma, I just want to play basketball. I don't want to do music anymore. I don't think it's for me. Like, I'm not getting the opportunity. Mom was like, well, no, you're not going to stop now. You're going to do both. And right then, her saying that changed my life. In the next years, I became a McDonald's All-American.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. In high school, I got a shoe deal going into college. My first NIL deal was with Puma. Shout out for the clothes. And and then I signed a record deal with Rock Nation and Jay-Z. And it was like a distribution deal to where I could still own my masters, still have creative control, and kind of be my own boss. And my life kind of took off when we won the championship, and the national championship. And I'm just pretty much living the dream, dropping music. I'm about to drop my first studio EP with Lil Wayne on it. So that's how things have been going for me, honestly. Thank you.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yes.
Flau'Jae, you've accomplished more in your life than most people do in a lifetime. So how do you balance being an athlete with also being a recording artist?
Yeah, no, I think just time management and, just having priorities. You know what I mean? And it's like, what's really important to you? And I try to maximize the 24 hours that we get, and I try not to waste any time. Like, honestly, I'm up thinking about how I can do this, how I can plan, how I can get better. So I've got real good with, like, prioritizing my time and, like, managing it.
And outside of basketball and music, is there any other major priorities?
Yeah, family. I have 6 siblings, and they mean the world to me. And I try to make sure that I balance my time with my family as much as I can. Because at the end of the day, that's what's most important. Like, I want to chase my dreams and I want to be successful, but I also want to share that with them as well. I have little brothers too. A newborn, he's like 30 days old. A 4-year-old, 6, 7. It's a lot of us. 24. My mom went and had a whole new set of kids, so I'm kind of like an older sister, so it's just been amazing.
And in doing all that you do, how do you manage to deal with the brands? Because that's managing a whole business within itself.
Yes, and I think that's the most important for me because I want to start a business. I want to, essentially in the end, hire athletes to do what I'm doing right now to work for my company. So I take it extremely serious because I know that like at the end of the day, it's business and it's like return on investment. And I try to just do the best I can to, be the face of the brand because they're allowing me to represent them. You know what I mean? Like that's an honor and I take it very seriously. And so, my mom has really instilled that business mind into me to like, don't play with these people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they're spending the kind of money that they're spending. So I just try to do good at everything.
Shout out to your mom.
That's my mom.
That.
That's my mom right there.
Flau'Jae, what other brands outside of Puma do you work with?
Puma, Powerade, TurboTax, Experian, JBL. Help me, mom. Help me, mom. So many. I mean, I've been blessed to have so many opportunities, but really Puma, JBL, and Powerade are like my big three because those are like long-term partnerships, and those are the ones that I really like. But like I do like one-off deals and things like that, but I really like the long-term partnerships. And the reason I picked Puma and JBL because I do music, so it's like I need like a headphone company to represent when I'm about to play the games, or Puma, the shoes, the outfit. I like to get fly a little bit, so it was just a perfect thing for me. And Powerade, I grew up drinking Powerade, so that was like a shocker, but it was amazing. We did a whole March Madness campaign, and now they help with my nonprofit and things like that, so it's amazing.
What's your nonprofit?
More to four. Actually, I'm building a building in Savannah, a resource center for underprivileged kids in my city because Savannah has been really crime ridden, and I had the opportunity to make it out that city, but a lot of people don't. And I know that, I was just telling my mom, like, I'm in France, like, and I'm from Savannah, Georgia. Like, my grandma, I've never seen anything like that. So I just want to give them a place where they can have something to go to instead of the streets.
Absolutely. And then Flau'Jae, yes, round of applause.
Thank you
for that. When you talked about your Puma deal, coming into school, getting a deal like that, how has name, image, and likeness rules sort of changed the game for athletes like you being able to monetize your brand?
Oh, it changed the whole thing because you got to think I'm going to a Nike school. LSU is a Nike school, and I have a Puma deal. And so that was crazy to me. I was like, Mom, how are we going to get all this money? I can't wear those shoes on the court. And she's like, I'm going to work my magic. I got you. And so it just shows the power of the brand that I have, I'm able to wear Nike on the court and then wear Puma off the court. And it's just like you have to be able to leverage what you have. That's why I tell all like college students, I'm like, just post. Like, get people engaged, post, build your brand, because if they want you, they'll come get you. And the way women's sports is rising right now, it was just a perfect situation. Like, I can't even take credit. It's just like me being blessed. Like, I feel like God just put me right there, like you there, because I'm able to profit off my music. And before NIL happened, I would have had to choose, and now I don't have to. So I think just building a strong brand in high school and way before college really helped me excel. And I think that's like the blueprint now with NIL.
So, but a question for you. What if you're somebody who is shy? They're not used to posting on social. Like, what's your advice to that athlete who's a killer athlete, but they don't want to put themselves in front of the camera?
Yeah, and that's really what a lot of athletes struggle with, because everybody's not like built for the camera or built to do interviews and things like that. And I always tell them, just do it in your own way. You know what I mean? And I always tell them, like, we only have 4 years of this. And then it's over with. Like, this is our prime. This is where we can build for our pros. So, you can't really push somebody to do something they don't want. But I'm like, just do it in your own way. Like, be authentic with it. Like, you don't have to be loud and all of this to, get the attention, especially if you're a great athlete. So you just have to build on what you're good at. But it is a conversation to have, because not everybody can benefit from NIL. You know, like it kind of makes me sad sometimes that I get the kind of deals that I get, and I know my teammates won't benefit the same way. You know what I mean? So it's just about building your brand, though.
How do you balance managing your brand with LSU's brand?
Yeah, it's more. I feel like our brands kind of bounce off of each other because of what I do and the type of music that I make. Like, I don't curse in my music. It's nothing derogatory. It's all positive, uplifting music that people just seem to love. So it's like our brands kind of go together. And my mom has always had the goal of like keeping me clean and keeping me squeaky clean and shiny. And I applaud her for having that vision because it has helped, you know, it just make things align better. And so I just feel like it's even why I chose LSU, because we aligned. Even though I did music, Coach Moki still wanted me to come and not put me in a box. She actually took me to the studio on my official visit to the school. She's like, this is your dorm, this is where we practice, and this is where you record. So they always kind of understood the vision.
And this dual career, you're planning to continue that, right? WNBA and continue to be a rapper?
Absolutely. I was just telling my mom, like, the WNBA season is like April to August, September, and then I can tour from September to January, February, and then I'll be off season. And, you know, so I already have the plan, and it's going to work.
Kudos to Mom for pulling it all together.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Amazing.
No, she's the brains of it. I'm just and I have to tell you, she brokers all my deals. I don't have an agent. She's been negotiating and putting me in front of these people, handling emails. Her and Dez are like the best team. If you see them, those are my people. And you know, we've just been rocking this thing out.
And then when you think about your future career, as it grows bigger and bigger,
yes,
what is the biggest opportunity that you're not taking advantage of right now that you want to get to?
I think the biggest opportunity, that's a great question. My beauty brand.
Oh, tell us about that.
Yes, my name is Flau'Jae, so I'm starting my beauty brand, Flawless, and I haven't really put enough into that, like, you know, just being so busy with music, trying to drop this project, but that is something that I'm definitely super excited about because I feel like it's kind of an untapped market, and it's crazy because, like, you know, we have pretty athletes out here that love to wear makeup and love to do those things, so I'm definitely tapping into that space, and that's something I'm super excited about.
And you're a student as well.
Absolutely.
Like, when do you have time to study?
All the time. I mean, when I kind of, that's what I'm saying about my time. Like, a lot of my lectures are online. So when I'm like, people think I'm listening to music, I'm just listening to my lectures. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm writing down notes in my phone. So I kind of just make it work. Like, I literally have an exam today for my sports marketing class. I'm telling my professor, I'm in France, man. Like, can I get an extension? Like, come on, dude. But yeah, I'm just, you know, just kind of managing it wisely.
Okay, so at Axios, we like to finish all of our interviews with one fun thing.
Okay.
So my one fun thing question for you is, what is your college major? And if you had the opportunity to take on many more, what are the other majors you'd want to do?
I'm majoring in business.
Love it.
If I could, I would love to major in music. But LSU's music program isn't like top tier. You know what I mean?
Like their basketball program.
Exactly.
You know,
and that's why, no, that's literally why my top two schools were Miami and LSU, because Miami has the Frost Music School. It's like top 5 in the world. And I was going to go, but I was like, Miami is too fast for me. I was like, I don't want to be partying at the beach all the time. So I had to pick and choose, but I would love to study music more.
Flau'Jae, something tells me that your music career will be just fine without you majoring in music. But so many incredible things today. I think my biggest takeaway from this conversation is how much you value your family.
Yes.
Talking about being inspired by your dad, your mom, being here, brokering all of your contracts, videotaping this whole interview, which we absolutely love. 6 siblings, God bless.
Yes.
And I love that your mom said, you don't have to choose. You're going to do both.
Yes.
Talking a little bit more about how you balance the LSU brand, wearing Nikes on the court, Pumas off the court, something that you balance. We cannot wait until the Lil Wayne music video. There will be some LSU mixed in with that, which is super exciting. And then I just thought that what you were saying, that not everyone is sort of built for the NIL branded world, but if you are, as you explained, the opportunity is incredible.
And they're endless. I mean, I'm in France right now.
Hopefully you get an extension.
Hopefully.
Flau'Jae Johnson, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.